Inflation's been going nuts lately, and it's been getting about the same amount of attention from everyone as reality TV does. And there are reasons that it is a big problem, but there are also some benefits to inflation that can easily get overlooked. And it's especially relevant for a particular group of people, and those are people that have debt. So let's take a look at this. This is Marked Perspectives, and today we're talking about the benefits of inflation. I'm Cam Irvin, lifestyle financial planner and advisor, and this is brought to you by Irvin Wenborn. Inflation eats away at your hard-earned dollars, so every year your costs go up, and things get more and more expensive. The only reason we don't all go broke is because wages tend to go up with costs as well. The same happens for debt though too. Here's an example. Let's say someone, this person right here for example, earns $75,000 a year, and they want to buy a $500,000 home, so they put down their 20%, which is $100,000. That means they're borrowing $400,000 for their mortgage. Now imagine this person's wages go up over time, even after accounting for inflation. We call this real growth. So when you see the word real in front of economic and financial data, it just means it's accounting for inflation already. Debt tends to be paid down over time, but in this example, let's just say that this person keeps $400K on their mortgage over the duration, so it's not paid down at all. Over 22 years, if that person's wages end up growing, and they go up by 2.19 times, from $75,000 up to $164,000 in change, suddenly their debt looks a lot smaller because they earn so much more. Their debt's easier to service, and after that much time has passed, they can also feel a little bit more at peace. Also, these aren't made-up numbers at all. The reason I point out that this person might end up making 2.19 times the amount of money is because that's what's actually happened within New Zealand. For New Zealanders, we can use the RBNZ's website for tracking down this information. We can see that the average Kiwis over doubled their wages from the beginning of the year 2000 to the end of 2022. The rest of the world can track their real wages also using other systems like the International Monetary Fund or IMF, as well as using the FRED system, which is the Federal Reserve Bank system for tracking information, or just Google it. Here's an easier way to think about it. When you watch an old movie and they talk about buying a cup of coffee for a nickel or a candy bar for a penny, and then we think, oh yeah, wouldn't that be sweet? It's really just the same thing for your debt. If you took out a huge amount of debt in 1975 and it was $25,000, today a lot of people would be really stoked if their debt was only $25,000, making it look a whole lot smaller. So while there is more to it than just that, it's worth remembering that inflation is a pesky little problem, but for anyone that has debt and is seeing their wages rise over time, it does have an upside that's worth remembering, because inflation is a percentage over time, which means it's the same thing that allows compound interest to work so well. And we've talked about that before. You can look into compound interest more here. So don't forget, inflation hurts your mortgage as much as your wallet. If you enjoyed this video, reach out. You can always find us at our home on the web at irvinwenborn.co.nz, email, LinkedIn, or Instagram. You can also subscribe or share this video with anybody that you think might benefit from the information.